Hello and welcome to the Gare du Nord in Paris. In the month when Eurostar celebrates its 30th anniversary, we take a trip with them to Brussels in first class aboard one of their Siemens Velaros. Is the journey worthwhile? Let's find out while also learning a little about their history and future milestones. The Gare du Nord is one of the 7 main railway stations in Paris. Established in 1846, the current building was completed in 1865. Over the years, several expansions have taken place and the station now features 36 overground tracks and 4 underground tracks for area services. In 2022, it served nearly 212 million passengers, making it the busiest railway station in Europe. The Gare du Nord is accessible by various train types, RER lines B and D, metro lines 4 and 5, urban buses, as well as taxis and private cars. In its expansive concourses, there are several shops and eateries for passengers' comfort. As for my train, it's already parked at track 9, with the passengers already queuing in anticipation of boarding, which starts less than 10 minutes before scheduled departure time. The train will be quite full today as many people travel to Brussels. In 2023, Eurostar transported 18.6 million passengers across all its routes. For the service from Paris to Brussels specifically, Eurostar holds an impressive 95% market share of all public transport trips, with the remaining 5% done by plane. Since the inception of the high-speed services between the two capitals in 1997, the modal transfer has been extraordinary, with the train nearly eclipsing the plane and making the Paris-Brussels a poster child for the replacement of short-air travel trips with trains. On a train that is nearly 400 meters long, it takes a while for passengers at the front, like me, to reach their cars. There are 16 of them. Additionally, the ticket checks at the doors slow down the boarding process. Finally, and when the train should be already departing, I'm able to board and find my seat. At 1 p.m., with a 7-minute delay, we start moving. After racing the TGV Inouï also departing and winning it, let's take a look at today's trip map. The Paris-Brussels connection has always been significant for both France and Belgium. The first direct trains linking the two capitals began operating in 1846 and took an astonishing 12 hours and 30 minutes to cover the distance. However, recognizing the importance of this route, travel times were soon reduced. By the end of the 19th century, the journey had been shortened to 4 hours and 46 minutes on a luxurious train operated by the Wagon-Lit company. In 1923, the first non-stop trains were introduced, reducing travel times to 3 hours and 45 minutes. By 1927, the trip had become a more sophisticated experience as Wagon-Lit used its Pullman cars on the route. Travel times continued to decline, reaching 3 hours in 1936. In 1957, with the advent of the Trans-Europe Express, the connection between Paris and Brussels was included and in 1971 the TEE Brabant could make the journey in just 2 hours and 20 minutes. While offering you a seat tour, let's bring this little piece of history to the present. A significant reduction in travel time occurred in 1996 when Thalys trains began operating on the route, utilizing a combination of high-speed and conventional tracks to achieve a travel time of 1 hour and 58 minutes. Finally, in December 1997, the introduction of high-speed trains for the entire journey, except for a few kilometers near Paris and Brussels, reduced travel times to approximately 1 hour and 25 minutes, where they remain today. The service is currently operated by Eurostar, a company that is primarily owned by SNCF and also includes SNCB and other investors. The Paris-Brussels route is served by a combination of Siemens Velaros, like the one we are traveling on, as well as TGVs PBA and PBKA, which were previously operated by Thalys, a company that merged with Eurostar in 2022. Although several TGVs still display Thalys livery, this branding will gradually be replaced by Eurostar's. Several newspapers and magazines are available for first-class passengers. Wi-Fi internet is supposed to be provided, but it doesn't work in my car. Another feature I miss is a minibar with in-seat service, something commonly found in first class but absent on this train. I'll take a walk to the bar, a long one, showing you the train as I get there and back to my seat. The bar is designed for takeaway only and is so crowded that I decide against buying a hot coffee. Carrying it on a moving train doesn't sound like the best idea. The Velaros have a decent rolling quality. However, sometimes they tend to sway like a ship on high seas, which is something to keep in mind if you're trying to carry a hot drink. This is one of the reasons why in-seat service is greatly missed. Additionally, individuals with reduced mobility or anyone who is tired and just wants a drink to relax may find it challenging to walk the distance from their seats to the bar and back. Throughout the train, there is information about safety on board, so let's check the leaflet on the subject. With Brussels approaching, let's discuss ticket prices. I purchased my ticket for €60 through the SNCF app, exactly 1 month before my travel date. Tickets can also be bought on the SNCF and Eurostar websites as well as at train stations. Keep in mind that fares are dynamic. They vary depending on the specific trains and how far in advance you make your purchase. Below our line, an AM80 electric multiple unit is passing by. They are still common here in Belgium, but check out my video traveling in one of its Moroccan counterparts.
Dear passengers, in moments will arrive at Bruxelles-Midi station. To open the access doors, press the green button when inside.
At 2:21 p.m., with a 4-minute delay, we arrive at Brussels South Railway Station, Bruxelles-Midi in French or Bruxelles-Midi in Dutch. As I disembark, I invite you to take one last look at the first-class cabin while I offer my impressions of the journey. The train is quite comfortable and safely transported me from Paris. The seats include all the expected amenities for a trip of this length. However, this is where the Eurostar service stops. There were no nice touches like a welcome drink or a trolley for in-seat service, which left me with mixed feelings about the overall experience. Given that this is a first-class trip on a high-speed train with one of the most renowned operators in the market, I expected a bit more. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. Your support is incredibly helpful and means a lot. Thank you for being here, and see you next week.